Oh my God. 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 Holy cow. Ah. Ah. I've got like I've got like 50 years of comic book calendars in this box here. It's heavy as hell. Oh, hi again, everyone. I am the Cantankerous Collector. This is episode number 119. My eBay store is Death by Buffalo. Death by Buffalo. Check it out when you get a chance. I sell a lot of comic book related pop culture stuff. So it's still January 2025. I thought I would open up this box of calendars, Marvel and DC comic book calendars that date all the way back to 1975. I won't show them all, but as you can see, I've got a pretty big collection of calendars. I mean, some of them are still sealed. I'm into the art. I love the artwork, the Marvel and DC comic artwork from the 60s and 70s and some of the 80s. And that's what this is filled with. These are all reprinted graphics and comic book panels from the past. And I don't collect any of the calendars based on the new artwork, but each year they usually release a calendar based on retro artwork, and that's what a lot of these are. Some of these are from the UK. A lot of really cool covers. Great artwork, classic artwork. I mean, we got this is from 2007. Here's an Alex Ross art cover. This is all painted artwork and a lot of really cool stuff. Here's a DC Superman calendar from 2003. It's got a lot of that great Jose Garcia Lopez artwork that I love from the style guides that he did back in '82, and then he did more around 2010 and stuff, and lots of cool, lots of cool artwork. Here's another one sealed. Both of them are sealed. Some of it I plan to frame some of the images because they're awesome. There's a lot of really great, awesome images. This was pretty recent. I bought this at Big Lots in 2023, so this came out. And a lot of these I wait until to the start of the new year, and you can get all these half off and stuff. This is a real cool calendar with some great artwork you don't see a lot of. I mean, when's the last time you saw that Valkyrie image there? You know? Look at this one. I mean, this is awesome. Look at that cover. That's awesome. Wonder Woman with the great Garcia Lopez art and some panel art. Really cool stuff. Another sealed. Here's one from 2001. God, this is like 24 years old already. Great artwork. So, very cool stuff. This box is completely full. This is overflow that I just pulled out. But I wanted to do an episode on something I found sort of interesting. So Marvel Comics, they started their calendars back in 1975, and they did spiral bound calendars up until around maybe 81, maybe 82. So what's cool about these early calendars was that they got their artists on staff to do monthly drawings of the characters. So they would assign an art team or an artist, and he would do one character for the month of January. Then another team would do another character, and this artwork was great. And I love this art. And these guys, Ramita, Gene Colan, John Buscema, Sal Buscema, all these guys, I think they were in their prime back then in the mid '70s. I mean, their artwork was awesome. Marvel Comics covers and stuff were so good. That became less and less as the years went on. I stopped collecting around 1980, maybe 81, around the death of Phoenix. And when I went back several years later to start buying all the issues that I missed, I realized, wow, this artwork sucks. It's not as good as what I was used to in the '70s. So, anyways, I've got a stack here of the calendars. This one was from 1975. This was their first calendar that they did, and it's got an awesome John Romita cover on it. Great character drawings and stuff. I've got a few of those. I picked up a bunch. I think in a lot. Somebody was selling a bunch of different ones, and I bought all of them at once. This is my favorite. Is the 1978 Marvel calendar with Spider-Man. I mean, that's awesome. You know, just perfect John Romita Spider-Man drawing. I mean, he was in his prime then. I mean, it's awesome stuff. And I've got a couple of these, but I also have a third one I started to pull apart because some of this artwork is just awesome. It is so amazing. And I can share some of this artwork and show it someday. I don't know if anyone's interested in this stuff, but this is 1981, so this is probably one of the latest ones that I have. And I can see already on the cover that's John Byrne's artwork. Now, Byrne started in the, I think, late '70s at Marvel, maybe mid '70s. I can't remember, but he was drawing under the Marvel house style, which I love because they made the characters look good, and he was great under the Marvel house style. His obviously when he got on his own, and when they started getting rid of the house style, he kind of did his own thing, and I don't think his artwork is as good as when he was drawing under the Marvel house style. But that's just an opinion of mine. But here's '77, another great Ramita cover. Great Spider-Man, really cool. Spiral bound again with the wire up here, and just amazing artwork by all the great artists back then. Mike Plug did a lot of the horror stuff. So I've got a few of those. Here's '76, which had the bicentennial theme, celebrating our country's 200th anniversary. And again, another awesome Ramita cover. And each of these has a bicentennial theme. There's the Fantastic Four helping troops over the water, revolutionary troops. Lots of cool stuff. I got a couple of those. Here, I've only got one of these. This is 1980. I don't remember seeing this. These others I had as a kid, except the '81. 1980, I didn't have. This was Doctor Strange, who I'm not the biggest Doctor Strange fan, just because I don't know. I mean, I remember reading the Ditko stuff, and it was so wordy, and I don't know. It was a little too much for me, I guess. But the artwork in this one is awesome. It's really cool. And then there was one in. I don't think I did. Do I have '79 in here? '79, I think, was the Hulk, and I have that somewhere. I'm surprised it's not with all my other calendars, but anyways, these were really cool. These were really boss. But I wanted to look at this 1975 calendar. This 1975 calendar, man, I wish I could get rid of this box. Let me get rid of this box. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, so this 1975 calendar, what's really cool about this, and I learned this a few months ago, was I don't know who the company is. I'll get that later, but they reproduced this for this year because the 1975 calendar, the months and the days match with 2025. So you could technically, and I will, I'm going to be hanging this up, even though the month of January is almost over. I'm going to be hanging this up and I can use this calendar for this year. And this is the first inaugural calendar that Marvel did, and the artwork in here is fabulous. I mean, this is one of my favorite months here. Artwork with John Romita and the Spider-Man cast. 1975, as you know, too. 1975 is the year Jaws came out, so that's really cool. February's got really cool Defenders artwork. That's a Ramita Namor, the Submariner, but really cool artwork throughout this whole thing. This is a great Luke Cage. I've loved this since I was a kid. I thought this was the coolest drawing in the world. I mean, great Luke Cage Power Man busting through. But I mean, there's just so many really cool drawings. Here's the Avengers. I don't know who all the artists are for this. You'd think I would, but sometimes they mess with you a little. And I think in this case here, this Captain America, I believe, is a Sal Buscema drawing that was on the cover of another comic book. So occasionally there's a figure that's not necessarily original for the calendar. But some of this looks like maybe John Buscema. I'm not sure. They don't have the artists and the inkers listed here. So sometimes it's a guess. You know, Barry Windsor Smith, Conan. But anyways, here's the great, awesome Ramita, Captain America, and the Falcon. And I'm not sure. I've seen the drawing, the original drawing for this. I don't know if it was light boxed or not because this is the same Captain America figure we saw on the Slurpee Cup, the poster that came out in '74. So I don't know if he just was light boxing a lot of this artwork or not. But just that's a classic drawing, and I'll probably end up cutting one of mine up and framing that because I love that. It's awesome. So, anyways, very cool stuff. Oh, look at that Daredevil. That's a boss Daredevil. That's awesome. So, what I wanted to do is I wanted to see and compare this classic calendar with the new one that they just released. So I picked one of these up on Amazon for like 16 bucks, and I wanted to see the production values and how this new one compares to the old one. You know, the old one is great. It turns yellow, obviously, the paper and stuff. This isn't bright white like it used to be, but the images and everything and the text is just gorgeous. And of course, you know, this was done back in the days in printing, you know, with the table stripping and the film composition and everything. It's just a whole involved process to get something like this printed. So that's not going to happen anymore. So I assume that they were going to scan these in at a high resolution and reproduce it as a calendar. Looking at the cover looks actually really good. It's not as bright inks. You know, the Hulk's got uh, a brighter green and was that fuchsia pants. A little brighter than this one, but anyways, I thought I'd open this up. This comes like in a box, and it's got like a flap that you can open in the back. I haven't looked at this yet. Oh, so this was produced by Abrams. So they do a lot of calendars. I have a bunch of Abrams stuff. Scanning and File Cleanup by David Banks. Original calendar from the collection of Chris Ryle. So they grabbed somebody's calendar and scanned it in. And let's check this out. So a little shift in color. A little shift in color from pink to orange. Let's see how this great Ramita drawing. Yeah, there's a little shift in color. Yellows are richer, blues are brighter on the old calendar. I don't know who originally colored this. It may have been Marie Severin, because she used to do a lot of coloring on staff for stuff like this. But it looks like they gave poor Mary Jane a couple of zits on her face. They just were really heavy-handed with the red. So the days, which were filled with just artists and writers, Marvel staff birthdays, and just little graphics and drawings of characters, and some wise ass comments and stuff. But they were always really fun. And this looks really good. So they've got at the bottom of the new calendar, there's 2025, and there's some dates like New Year's Day, Hanukkah, Australian Day, or whatever. Oh, here's my Luke Cage. You can see the colors are a little brighter on the 1975 calendar. The new one's bigger too. It's about a half inch to 5/8 inch bigger. You can't go wrong with that artwork, but the color is certainly nicer and brighter on the old original Marvel Comics calendar. But this was a neat idea. I never thought about, you know, using an old calendar. It's 75, it's 50 years ago. 50 years ago. Jaws turns 50 this year. I never thought that these could be used, with leap year. I don't know what the formula is. I don't even want to think about it, but it's kind of neat to be able to use another one. Now, I don't know if that means 1996 or 1976 can be used for next year. I don't know how that works, man. It's too confusing, man. It's numbers and shit, man. It's numbers and shit. Uh, yeah, so the reproductions look pretty nice. Here's June. So let's see what Jaws opened on June 20th, 1975. So we go to the June 20th here. And Willie Lumpkin, the Fantastic Four's own private postman. That was the day Jaws came out. And I had this on my walls back then. Oh, how'd the Captain America look? Ah, colors are brighter on the old calendar. Yellows are real flat on the new calendar. Blues are darker. It's not bad. It's not bad reproduction. I don't know how much these originals go for. they're out there. I mean, God, I got 3 of them, but if this interests you, you can get, one of these new ones for probably under $20. Thor, Mighty Thor, the God of Thunder. I sort of like the new version here. Thor's boots are less green, and the reds are toned down a bit. Yeah, boy. October is a great piece of art. Mike Plug did this with Tomb of Dracula, the Frankenstein monster, the Man Thing, and Werewolf by Night. Just a great piece of artwork. Zombies trying to sleep. Ah, zombies surround me. I'm out of place. I feel so weak. People staring at me. Anyways, that's all I got. And I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. And I will see you soon.